Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If today be the first time coming across my channel, please like, subscribe and share. Katsina local government signed controversial peace deal with terrorists aimed rising attacks. Katsina local government, they are signing a peace deal with a bandit in order to live in peace in their own constituency or in their own community, which is a shameful thing to the state government and a shameful thing to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, if you read, let's read together. So the peace part reportedly involved specific group of bandits who continue to carry out abductions and raid in neighboring local governments where previous agreements have failed. Now, the area they are going back to make a peace deal right now, they have made a peace deal before to the bandits. I think the people revolt and said they're not going to be paying, and the bandits have to reinforce and come back and started terrorizing them. The local community, they doesn't have anything to do than to renegotiate with the bandits. Kakia local government authority in Katsina State have reportedly entered into a new peace agreement with terrorists operating in the area, aimed a surge in attack and kidnapping across the states. Now they are scared they are not making an impact in making a peace deal with the bandits. Now, the news is taken from Sahara Reporters. Sahara Reporters gathered that the deal was concluded on Saturday, which is yesterday, making the latest attempt by local officials to negotiate with armed group terrorizing communities. In a video obtained by Sahara Reporter, some of the terrorists were seen riding motorcycle, firing sporadically into the air, with no military or security presence interfering. They were just, after they made the peace deal, they were happy and jubilating and shooting their gun in the air without no military, without no air force, without no any security intervening. They just leave the community to figure themselves out. So the peace part reportedly what involves specific group of bandits who continue to carry out abduction and raid in neighboring local governments where previous agreements have failed. Katsina has in recent months witnessed a spark in violent attack and kidnappings, yet local government authorities in Kakia appear determined to pursue negotiations. They are negotiating with the bandits, which is a shameful thing. Let's go. Meanwhile, the state government maintains a formal distance from the deal, leaving community caught between insecurity and controversial peace initiative. Sahara Reporters' previous report that bandits had imposed a 20 million naira levy on farmers in Katakawa, a community in Kakira local government area of Katsina State, before allowing them to harvest their crops. Families in the community are now selling belongings or borrowing money to pay the levies and access their farmland. What a shameful thing. You have to pay bandit before you can harvest your farmland. According to a source and security analysis, Bakasani in an ex post described the financial impact on residents. He said, for farmers in Katakawa, the levy are creeping. Families have been forced to sell assets and borrow heavily just to access their farmland. What a shameful thing. Bakasani also explained that the peace agreement with bandits have not improved safety in the area. He added, the situation is a sign that the so-called peace agreement with the bandits are largely ineffective. Communities remain vulnerable, and fear is now deeply embedded in daily life. On the broader consequences for local livelihood and food security, Bakasini warned, unless urgent interventions are made, rural livelihood will continue to deteriorate and the risk of broader food shortage will increase. Meaning, if the government does not intervene on time, there's going to be a food shortage in that area. Residents reported that even after paying the leverage, bandits often return with additional demand, keeping families in a cycle of economic hardship. Addressing the psychological impact of the leverage, Bakasini said, the extortion is not only a financial burden, it is a psychological one. People live in constant fear, unsure if they will survive to see the harvest. Now, why would the bandit come back and just terrorize the people? Because if government is not doing anything, if it does not pay more, I come to terrorize you. Then you sell your property, you sell your land, you sell your farmland, and give me the money. So that's what they are doing. They are now living a constant fear. I wonder what the state government is doing. Now, it's a local leaders in Kakara local government area have appealed to state and federal government, federal authorities to take action to protect communities from repeated what extortion. The persistence of this level highlights a troubling reality. Without meaningful security reforms, communities in Katsina State will remain trapped in fear and economic hardship. I think it's a shameful thing for the state government and it's a shameful thing for the federal government of Nigeria to leave the bandits untouchable and allowing them to terrorize the livelihood of fellow Nigerians. And it's a shameful thing that the Nigeria Army and Nigeria Air Force are not doing anything. And Nigeria Security Agency, which are the DSS and so-called their colleague, are not doing anything to this issue because they are worsening the issue, giving the bandits a more reasonable to attack, a more reasonable to extort money, and a more reasonable to terrorize the people. And they are not doing it just only in Katsina. They are doing it in every part in Nigeria, especially the north and the middle belt of Nigeria. They are doing these things to terrorize and kill and put fear in people's mind. They tell them that we are not here to joke, we are here for business, and their business are very sure, whereby the federal government are not seeing what they are doing. Have a nice day, guys. Please leave your comment